Hello, dog scare minister. I am needing to trim my beard. I'll be right back. You know, male pattern baldness is a thing in my family. I just really hope it skipped a generation. I'm like a cross between my dad in college and Peter Davison. Anyways, let's try that again, mortals. I am Greg Laurel, and I do a lot of stuff. I act, I make music, I make things. More on that later. But here I'm just going to talk about the first of my albums. This is If You Are. It is available for purchase and digital download, I think, through Blue Forge, Amazon, via Amazon. You know, all applicable links I'm sure will be in the description. And If You Are is going to be the first, well, it is the first of what will become a series of 4 albums. And the second one in that series, The Defender's Doom, has been announced-ish, and it actually has been finished in recording. I've sent it to Jennifer. All that stuff's still being worked out, but The Defender's Doom is set to be released and available soonish, like something along those lines. And it can be purchased, downloaded, listened to, all that good stuff. And If You Are represents, within its series, the earliest part of its timeline, wherein the first tentative steps into a world previously unknown are made. You know, it's the sort of, trying out several different things within its same vein, a circle of, sort of like a path, right? Figuring stuff out. It's making itself known and figuring itself out within its timeline, and The Defender's Doom is what's going to basically immediately follow that. It's all one timeline. And it's sort of nod to the serendipitous nature of If You Are's very existence that became a possibility shortly after the filming of My Wyvern Heart, when Jennifer was saying something along, I don't recall entirely, but she was something like, we really want to have like a performer, a musician for the for the My Wyvern Heart premiere, but the person backed out, and we can't really have a dance person do it because they need to like have all that rehearsal, and we only have the stage day of. And I was like, Jennifer, I can perform there. I just need an outlet to plug my amp into and a microphone. I can do it. But you haven't like published a music thing with Blue Forge. Like, Jennifer, I've got an album ready to go. Like, at that point, If You Are had basically been a folder on my computer that had been sitting there for 2 years, ready to go. And it was like all done, and it was, I was like, and basically every time I would look at that on my computer, I'd be like, yeah, if I ever release an album, that's gonna be it, or that's gonna be the first one. And then lo and behold, now If You Are exists in all its glory and all its horror, or not implied horror, imminent horror, something like that. I don't know. My musical style, I suppose, could be described as the sort of three-way between Metallica, Rise Against, and a dash of Celtic Nordic stuff, the sort of riffs and chords and melodies of your Metallica's, Megadeth's, and Iron Maiden's, your classic metal, the lyrics and messages of early to late 2000s punk, those being your like Green Days and your Rise Against, and with no insignificant amount of its own Celtic to Nordic folk and even folk metal influences. And If You Are is the first in what will be a series of 4. As said before, and there's definitely more to come from me, not just on music, but also on just stuff I make, because I do make things sometimes. Not nearly as much as I wish I could nowadays, but, it still happens. But more on that in a follow-up video. But as it stands right now, the spotlight is on If You Are, and what will become its follow-ups. The Defender's Doom, and 2 others yet unannounced, but that I still have completely planned out to a T. You will see.